That's my last Dolores painted on the wall, looking as if she's still alive. Frankie from down the pub painted that. Do you know him? Frankie Pandolph? His brother-in-law's landlord at the Old Duke. Bit of a ladies' man is Frankie. He took a shine to our Dolores, so I only had to bung him a ton. He's a painter and decorator by trade, but a bit of a dab hand with the palette. Frustrated artist and all that. Here, take a seat and have a butcher's. After all, it cost me £100. Don't be shy. Go on, you got my permission. Have a good old gander. I ain't going to buy it. That Dolores, she was a real looker when she was younger, eh? A proper feisty little number. I called her a cracking bit of objet d'art. Bowl of cherries in the foreground, sunset dropping in the west. Not so sure about the white mule, though. But I do admire that enigmatic smile. Now, I'd like to think that smile was just for me. Come in out of the cold and let me warm you up, darling, sort of a grin. Of course, I wasn't there at the time, was I? Frankie, you see, he says he can't work with his patron breathing down his neck. He thinks it's Leonardo da Bleeding Vinci. Well, that begs the question, don't it? Why's my girl giving old Frankie the eye? And what's all that half flush that dies along her throat malarkey about? But that was my Dolores for you. A real sucker for the sweet talk. That's how I first got in with her, see, here at the club. I soon put a glow on her face. Then again, any half-decently turned-out geezer with a well-oiled line of banter could just as easy have got her rolling in the aisles. It was as if she rated me no better than the rest of the punters who wander in here looking for half a chance to cheat on the missus. I ask you, how could anyone put up with a load of nonsense like that? Even if you was handy at speechifying, what could you possibly say to such a trollop? Just, "Here, you disgust me," or just, "There, you've overstepped the mark." And if she listened, and didn't simply trot out some aggravating line of back-chat, it would still be humiliating. And no one is going to humiliate me. Of course, she smiled at me, but then she smiled at every mug who staggered in through the door. This grew worse. So I gave orders, and then all the smiles stopped together. So there she is, grinning for all she's worth, at Frankie Pandolph, as if she thinks she's still a bleeding live. Which brings me to my point. I need a new barmaid, a real looker, someone who'll get the punters flocking back in. There's another pony in it for you. You can fix it up by Saturday night. You're on your way out. Have a gander at that bronze statue in the hallway. Some Roman geezer putting the fear of God into a seals. I picked it up cheap at Klaus's Antique Emporium. That scruffy-looking junk shop on the corner of Innsbruck Street.